Some estimates show that there are anywhere between 1,500 homeless living in Albuquerque and 2,000 or upwards from that. Now, that's a lot of people. And while the problem isn't unique to the city of Albuquerque, there definitely is a problem that can't be ignored. There is a significant lack of not only education on this topic, but nonprofits and even federal programs set out to help the Albuquerque homeless. Some of the main programs that Albuquerque has set up would include certain housing facilities that homeless people can, like communities that homeless people can live in, and also certain food banks and programs like that that kind of meet basic needs. But other than that, there is a fundamental lack of programs to help the homeless population of Albuquerque and its growing numbers. What's particularly disturbing about the homeless populations in Albuquerque and across the United States is that majority of homeless people are either children, or they're disabled, or they have co-occurring disorders, or they're veterans from wars. These populations are very fragile, and certain institutions like the Veterans Association, the VA, we've heard the horror stories, they don't always help the populations that they promise to help. Roughly 27% of the state of New Mexico is living in poverty or is homeless. And out of that 27%, a pretty sizable chunk of those groups are in the city of Albuquerque. You can see it off of the freeways and highways, they're everywhere. And like I said, there's not a lot being done to sort of help these people. As far as social work, we need to understand the diversity in these different groups. Veterans aren't going to be helped in the same way that children are, and people with co-occurring disorders can't be helped in the same way that elderly people can be helped. Understanding the groups and how best to help those certain groups is fundamental in being able to change the problem as social workers and to basically come up with policies that would actually help these populations best. Also, as social workers, we need to be aware that the problem is widespread and it's not specific to Albuquerque. So anything we can do to get into the political arena and help every city or the cities nearby that also harbor homeless people is important as well. In the city of Albuquerque, it's also important to note that a large chunk of the homeless population are people of color and also people who are Hispanic, because we have such a large Hispanic population. So learning how to help those populations is also very vital in being able to assist the people of Albuquerque. It's a problem, and it's a problem that can't be ignored any longer by people who have homes and shelter. There are too many homeless in Albuquerque. It is a big problem, and it needs to be looked at and solved. Thank you.